Hello, everybody. This is young Byron, and I wanted to share y'all this morning about this story about this woman, Vance Tyler, on Strangers Doorstep. And this is what had happened before I rolled the audio. Okay, the mom had told her friend to drop her off, uh, drop the boy off at his dad's house, but I guess she had went to a house and knocked on the door, and then she rang the doorbell, and then like she laughed and then ran off and just took off, and it's all caught on video, but I'm not gonna show y'all the video. I'm just show y'all the audio. So be sure to let me know what y'all think about this, and here we go.
Watch the silver eye on top. Authorities say this woman left a child on a stranger's doorstep and ran away. This happened in Spring, Texas, just outside of Houston. The homeowner says she heard a knock on her door, and when she answered it, she saw the 2-year-old child. The surveillance video shows the woman driving away in a white car. The homeowner called 911. We now know the woman seen in the video is a friend of the boy's mother, who is or was in the hospital. She thought she had dropped the boy off at his father's house. The media approached the father the following day. He recognized the boy as his own and called authorities. The woman was charged with child abandonment, which is a felony. Authorities have not released her name. Matt Yuris for CBS.
I'm glad that she was charged with child abandonment felony, and they should release her name so people can know, who she is and everything like that. Uh, because I think it's very important for people to really know who this scumbag of a woman she is for leaving a 2-year-old boy on the death's uh, doorstep of a stranger. And no telling, glad that they had cameras and everything like that, because we would have never known, what this woman did, and wouldn't have proof or nothing like that. But yeah, and just like the father said, this boy would have had been roaming the streets in the neighborhood. Somebody could have tried to snatch this boy up and stuff like that. And I'm glad that they was able to put charges on this woman, and hopefully people learn that you cannot just abandon a child and leave a child somewhere and drive off and then laugh and think it's all fun and games, but it's not, because it's reality and it's consequences for your actions, every time you do something wrong. So yeah. But what I think about this situation, y'all, I think that the mom should be charged in this situation. I know I read another story where the mom showed up to CPS, and the mom said it was a misunderstanding and everything like that. But how is it a misunderstanding when you allow another adult to drop your child off, allegedly was supposed to drop the child off to, to his dad's house, but she dropped the child off to a stranger's house, and no telling what kind of stranger that could have been. This child was only 2 years old, and you was irresponsible. Thank God this lady, the mom's friend, was charged with a felony, and they still not going to release her name. But if they release her name, then I'm gonna give an updated story about this. But it was all caught on a video. You know how when you had those doorbell cameras and cams and stuff like that, or ringers.com and stuff, and she was caught when she dropped the child off. She pretty much was laughing about it, and she knocked on the door, and she rang the doorbell and didn't even give it time for anybody to come open the door and stuff like that. She just drove off and like that. So it's a pretty crazy situation, everybody. This happened in Springfield, Texas. And I don't know what that said. If y'all from the Texas area, y'all might know where Springfield, Texas, and stuff like that. But I'm let y'all hear what y'all probably didn't know already.
A child on a stranger's doorstep and ran away. This happened in Spring, Texas, just outside of Houston. The homeowner says she heard a knock on her door, and when she answered it, she saw the 2-year-old child. The surveillance video shows the woman driving away in a white car. The homeowner called 911. We now know the woman seen in the video is a friend of the boy's mother, who is or was in the hospital. She thought she had dropped the boy off at his father's house. The media approached the father.
She thought that she dropped the boy off at his father's house, but she ended up dropping the boy off at a complete stranger's house. Oh, that's crazy. That is real crazy. I'm going to chat and see what y'all are talking about, or if anybody is in the chat. I don't know yet, so I'm gonna see. Have to turn this other thing down. Hello, good morning, everybody. I was talking about the Springfield, Texas woman abandoned a child. The mother was in a hospital, and she was supposed to drop the child off at the father's house, but she ended up dropping off at stranger's house and everything, and so she was charged. Thank God, poor child, 2-year-old boy. He could have been wandering in the streets and stuff like that, and but it's good though. The homeowners called the police and everything, and the father was like distraught. He was like devastated. Like dang, like, and you could see that the child is not stable with the mother. The mother is pretty much unstable. Is she going to allow a so-called friend, to drop her son off at a stranger's house and just leave the boy and laugh and then drive off, and that's just heartbreaking. And a lot of people, just don't understand that, you have to pretty much be there for your child. You have to protect your child. And I understand that the mother was in a hospital, but she should have known that, her friend, what her friend was about, because when your friends show you who they are the first time, then hey, you know, believe them and don't let your friend, you know, drop your child off nowhere, because you might not even see your child again, who knows? Yeah. So, yeah, this is news commentary and stuff like that. I was at the beginning of the stream, I was getting my news commentary. I hope y'all can hear me well. I'm in the chat, so y'all can start chatting with me. Y'all want to say hello. Y'all want to talk to me. Y'all can. There's no mods, present. I don't know, not that I know of, but yeah. Couldn't sleep tonight. Was very tired, but I slept for a little bit, and then I woke back up, lay down for a little bit and stuff, and now I'm just chilling right now on the Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. I'm surprised some of y'all are up at this time of day, because some of y'all probably either go to church or y'all just now getting up. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate all of y'all. I'm gonna show my face in a minute. Right now, I'm just trying to do some news type commentary. 13 hours ago, I did a video. It is time to move on, Bessie, before foes, and that video gotten a lot of views and a lot of attention and stuff, but it didn't get very many comments, but it got a lot of thumbs down, and but that's okay. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because gaining all the watch time that I can get and stuff, and trying to survive. And yeah, I'm gonna say something in the chat. Hold on, y'all. And I normally don't do streams at this time of day. I'm normally in bed and stuff. So I don't know if y'all can hear me well, or y'all, my end is okay with the live stream. Yeah, so yeah, we can play some music now because nobody's in the chat, so nobody's wanting to chat or nothing like that. You know, people are probably still halfway asleep, you know. So yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream, and I was just now talking about, for those that don't know, just now talking about the woman that abandoned the toddler, left the toddler on the doorstep of a stranger. The mother was in the hospital. The child was supposed to see his dad. So that woman was charged with child endangerment felony. So yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to look up something right now. Play some music in the background and talk to your guys and stuff. I know nobody is in the chat right now, but hey, maybe that's not necessarily a bad thing that nobody's really talking in the chat. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna play some music. Find some. Actually, I think this is a beat or something like that. I don't like that beat. Hold on, y'all. I gotta find some. Oh, you had to really listen to it. At the beginning, it was like, yeah, feeling all right. A little bit sleepy, you know. This is music that you can play. Some of the music you play, some music you can. And Evil Stewie just messaged me 48 minutes ago. Fire. A track I did about Stacy's Sparkling Heart, my best friend track. That track was from the bottom of my heart. I meant every lyrics of it, but it was mainly like a practice song. So I might have to redo the song over and stuff like that. So yeah. Right now I'm just looking at some stuff, and yeah. Hope everybody had their breakfast this morning, and everybody had a good night's sleep, and nobody stayed up too late or anything like that. I noticed that some of my other good friends, they go live early in the morning, and that's probably why I missed your stream, because my one friend, Jenna, baby, she is live right now, and I think she's in New York or something like that, and she's live right now and stuff. So if y'all know who Jenna Baby is, y'all can check her out and stuff, So right now I'm just chilling, listening to some a beat. Actually, a beat is not really no music, just an instrumental. Trying to look.
nobody really understands me, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I constantly play
This is from Flying Tunes. So if y'all want to play some music on y'all live streams and videos, Flying Tunes is copyrighted free rap music.
Shout out to my dad for not using the condom. Cause now I'm a problem. Imagine these rappers were tight mumble rap was just a gag at the mic back in the lab. They
it's called mental issues.
Sober and clean, never so crack in the night. Nice cause a rap to get dragged in a fight. The type of a fat strong grabbing the night. Such a grabbing effect.
Shout out to Sick World on this track.
I just might hit a dab to the right. Like I'm coming from the dance of the night. These things happen cause I happen to write. I'm still standing, bitch. I stand at a height that you can't fathom. So just pass me the mic. Someone's gonna get in my way cause I won't let you. Yeah, you're sick, but I am on another level. I don't like you when I'm not gonna pretend to. I got a great life that I need to attend to. It's fuck you and the people rolling with you. I'm actually fine. With the issue. First time I do a show, I rage at the bank.
Yeah.
I need you never curdy to fuck me. I wanted dirty sex with her since
yeah, if I go live again, guys, I might go live in the afternoon, and then I might go live again the third time, and probably like in the evening around 7 or 6 or something like that, you know.
I got mental issues, I cannot ignore this. Okay, I could get help, but I can't afford it. Shout out to my mom for skipping me abortion. Your son will be enormous.
I like this track.
Thank you for telling me I should give up.
Sick World did a good job on this track.
Funny how you girls keep hitting me up in my DMs like, when we gon' fuck? I'ma need you to get off of my nuts. The girls who curve me, they turn into sluts. Don't say we're friends and don't wish me luck. I got my fans out here backing me up. I turn to music and you turn to drugs. Get a look, this is what sacrifice does. Try to be nice, but it wasn't enough.
Try to play something else.
Fuck your advice, I listen to my gut. And it's telling me keep fucking shit up. I got so much anger that's inside of me.
And there's one song that's called Say.
Technology never
it's on commercial.
The longer you look, the more there is.
I don't like this track. These are top 10.
Talking money, I don't really give a F, man. I got power like a motherfucking X-Man. Mind to the game, but I'd rather be the best, man. You be on the same shit all day. I spend brand new kicks, money shopping at a day less. Do it on my first take, skipping all the pay less. Tell me you can see me, but I end up on the A-list.
Yeah. Happy morning, everybody. If the music is too loud, let me know, guys. You know, I would open up the chat and everything. It's some male rappers rapping and stuff like that. Me play something else for y'all guys. Actually, wait a minute. That's a regular video. I don't know why they titled it the top best non-copyrighted songs. Let's see, kind of crazy. Play this right here, y'all. Yeah. Some of these songs are not even some of these songs are not even loud enough. Some of these songs you gotta turn up the volume. Some of them, they sound pretty original, you know. But I can't really see the chat, what's going on in the chat and nothing like that. So yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that song. Phoenix, the song Phoenix. Hope y'all can hear that. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. I'm gonna give me some Dr. Pepper, y'all. I'll be right back. Listen to some music and relax. I already did my new commentary story and everything. So hold on, I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Hey, what's up? I'm back, everybody. Sorry it took me so long to come back. I'm gonna show my face in a little bit. Don't worry, y'all. So let's say I'm gonna what? Y'all. Like I said before, I hope everybody's having a good morning. Hope everybody enjoyed the morning. I don't know how the weather is where y'all at. Weather's probably nice where y'all at or breezy. Hey, what's up, y'all? So, sorry, I had the face for, but ain't, y'all probably can't good that well, you know, stuff like that. But try. Uh, see, I'm open up the chat. See, you know, because I don't know. Hey, Eagle Stewie. Hey, how you doing? You doing? Hope so. I'm surprised you still up. Thought you'd be in bed by now. I just got your comment in that, Stewie. So, how you doing? You still hanging in there? Yeah, hopefully so. Yeah. See, let me say good morning to everybody. Good morning. That's me saying good morning. Oh, thank you, Stewie. I got your comment and stuff like that. Thanks for the comment, the emoji, fire emoji. Appreciate it, brother. So, what time do you normally wake up? You know, what time is it there where you at? It's 7:03 a.m. where I'm at. So what time is it there? There, Stu, where you at? Hmm. And I don't normally oh, same time. Oh, okay. That's good. Hmm. See, I normally don't drink coffee, but I wish I had some coffee right now. You know, coffee probably keep me up. You know, but when I get out this stream, I have to get some rest and stuff like that, and try to go to bed. And I lay down for a little while, and then I pretty much got back up, couldn't sleep or nothing like that. Oh, you gonna take your morning bike ride? Oh, I see. That's that sounds good. Morning bike ride. All righty, talk to you later, Stewie. Have fun on your morning bike ride, Stewie. If I had a bike, I'd be taking a ride on it too. But it's still dark where I'm at. So good morning to those that came in, those that haven't came in yet. I already did the news commentary at the beginning of the stream. I think I've been on here. I don't know how long. It don't really say. So yeah, yeah. Let me see. Hmm. If y'all want to, y'all can say something in the chat so I can know, who's all on her and everything, and we can get this morning started with positivity and whatever happened yesterday was history. So yeah. Hmm. But those that haven't heard, those that haven't listened to my best friend song, just go listen to it if you want to, and tell me what y'all think. Comment down below. It's in my videos and stuff like that. So, uh, since y'all not really saying nothing, I'm going to do another news story, a news commentary story, and I'm gonna try to find another news commentary story to do. See if I can find a really good story. Okay, let me see. I had to go to this one website, so I can't see the chat. So, since nobody's chatting anyways, go ahead. It's about this New York sergeant, female. It says NYPD sergeant being investigated for allegedly trying to shove her sword uh, pennies into co-worker's face. Oh man, kind of messed up. and they got a video on this website too. It says she was indicated with her dedications, and now she's under investigation. It says the NYPD is looking in, into an allegation that a woman sergeant at a Brooklyn precinct. Let's see why I keep popping that up. Precinct uh, Ascos a male co-worker with a pair of her soiled panties. The Daily News has learned. When Detective Victor Val Khan complained to Sergeant Ann Murray about how she regularly uh, left her underwear, including a lace thong. What? That's kind of some crazy stuff. Lace thong. Uh, Lying around in a unsexed locker room at the 72 precinct detective SWAT offices on October 7th. The 38-year-old cop allegedly snapped. She ran over and rubbed a dirty penny on his face in a apparent attempt to force them into his mouth. That's nasty. Sources with knowledge of the case said, "Wow, that is some crazy stuff that these some of these cops do and stuff." She said they are effing clean, she screamed at the time. The sources say the fabric uh, went into the detective's open mouth. Ooh, that's disgusting. Afterwards, a complaint against her was filed with the NYPD Equal Employment Opportunity Office. So this was a female officer that did this to a male detective, and NYPD spokesman said that the detective bureau was investigating an incident between the two cops, but would not comment further. And this is her. This is her right here. Y'all might can see this. I don't know if y'all can, but maybe y'all can. That's her. That's how she looks and stuff. And some of y'all probably think she looks hot, but what she did was totally out of line and totally inappropriate. That's if it's true what she did. But it's all allegedly. It says sources say that she has a salty reputation among her colleagues and has been known to joke about the size of manhood. I can't say the other word. She is a piece of work. One source say she is always like men and commenting on the size of their, Johnson. Uh, she's bullying a. She is a bully man hater. Oh, uh, I can believe that. You know, and I don't even know this person. And the push for gender quality, she made it, just not in a good way, the source say. A second source say some of the employment equal opportunity complaints were being disputed. She was not trying to gab the detective, just grabbed his nose and it a little kind of freaky. The source say she just put it up to his nose. The source say chalking up the incident to exaggerate squad room pander. She is the squad room second in command and is responsible for improving overtime and changing detectives' shifts. So she's pretty much a boss, and she was allegedly, you know, sexually assaulting this man, and she got a bad reputation to be a man hater and stuff like that. And so that's kind of crazy. That is crazy. I don't think I'm gonna read any more of this because this is getting and this is getting way too deep, y'all. You know. So I'm gonna see if there any more news type stories I can do, y'all. So I'm gonna do a story on the golf cart gal. Some of y'all probably heard about that story, and some of y'all probably didn't. Heard about a week ago. Okay, this man, his son was playing soccer, and so he was allegedly yelling at his son and telling his son that the refuge is always right, and he should listen to the refuge. And the woman didn't like this guy yelling at his son. So she called the police, and the police response when the other woman that was video recording the whole thing is that she can video. I mean that the the woman that called the cops, she can call the cops for anything and everything, which that's BS right there. So let's hear this and.
He was standing next to me, talking to his son, and this lady decides to butt in somehow and is now calling the cops because he was talking to his son.
Because he was correcting his son. The lady called the cops for correcting his son over a soccer game. He's talking to the cops right now. That's kind of crazy that people lately they've been calling the cops on people for ridiculous, ridiculous stuff and ridiculous claims and stuff. That's something. Watch the.
I felt that this woman sat there on her cart and was a very intimidating presence. She herself, hey, good call, yeah, calling with the reps. It was a non-issue until it was a parent or somebody else, and then she came zooming around. So she's sitting there just waiting and creating tension, and to sit and follow this man out when he said, hey, I'm going to leave. I don't want an issue. So why she felt it was necessary when he voluntarily left of his own accord to avoid an issue.
Just watch what the cops say.
I'm still going to call the cops on you.
Oh, I guess they didn't show that part. They probably decided not to show that part, but that's one of the craziest things that I ever saw, Let me see. Hopefully I can find a.
I don't talk to them. I talk to my son, and I still get this from you. He was standing next to me, talking to his son, and this lady decides to butt in somehow and is now calling the cops because he was talking to his son. They had a bad call with my son, and I told him, I said, hey, the rep is right. Always right with the home.
Yep, that's what I said before I started rolling the video.
And I'm like, ma'am, I want y'all to know, ma'am, I'm talking to my son. And well, I wanted to reiterate that. No, ma'am, I was only talking to my son. That's it. But she kept going. I'm like, ma'am.
Yeah, she kept talking. He was trying to explain to her. And it's funny how when you try to explain to somebody something, what if it's the truth or whatever you want to call it, they always just keep egging it on. They keep egging it on. They keep egging it on. And they won't stop. And then they want to call the cops when you tell them about themselves and stuff like that. And the cops didn't really do nothing. They just talked to the man, and they pretty much had to come out there because she called the cops. The only way that the cops, wouldn't have to come out there is less His last, they felt that the police call was not really emergency or was not even nothing going on. But they say that she can call the cops for anything, and they will come out there and talk to him and stuff like that. And the cops talked to him. They wouldn't rude or nothing like that. You know, they told him step to the side. Why? Which all cops say that step to the side. Why? They talked to the woman that called the cops, and the woman was explaining the exact same thing that the man was explaining and stuff like that. All because he corrected his son during a soccer game. Because remember, y'all, it was a golf course, right beside the soccer field and stuff like that. And they basically the cops didn't really do nothing. They heard both sides of the story. They didn't beat the man to the pole or nothing like that. Um, the man was calm when he was talking to the cops. He listened to the cops. Uh, the woman, I didn't see the video, the part where they got into the confrontation, because I think anytime, even though it's not really that necessarily for the cops to come out there, but I think anytime when when somebody calls the cops, when somebody has the altercation, the cops have to, the cops are required by law to come out there and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because the cops didn't know that man from Adam, and the cops sure didn't know that woman neither. So they wanted to check it out and see what happened. So that's why the cops came out there. And a lot of people say, he was racially profiled, but I don't think he was racially profiled by the cops. I think he was probably allegedly racially profiled by the woman. Because if it was reversed, uh, I know for sure a black woman would never call the cops on a white man for correcting his son or anything like that. But keep in mind, y'all, this guy, his son is biracial. So, and we don't have no evidence that he was racially profiled by this uh, golf cart gal. That's what they calling her. Kind of like that situation with the Caroline corner store. But except this situation was different. She called the cops because she said that he was yelling at his son or he was yelling at the referee or something like that. She was she made it seem like he was causing disturbance, but he wouldn't. And I haven't seen a video of that, but if I get an update, then I will let y'all know. I might not. So I'm gonna try a couple more news commentary stories, and then I'm gonna head on out, head back to bed and stuff. And it's got this one. I don't think I'm gonna do a story on that. Pearl's Springs cops caught on camera. Something about, let me see, look up this story because I haven't heard this story yet. So, and I can't see y'all in the chat because I'm doing my news commentary. So I think I watched this story. I don't know if I did a story on this or not, like that.
That was a disturbing video of a violent clash between a police officer and a 14-year-old girl at a Florida mall. ABC's Janae Norman with the latest. Why win her? Tonight, this cell phone video showing a Florida police officer repeatedly punching a 14-year-old girl on her side is going viral. Teenage girl
They said the cop was justified and
pinned on the ground with her arms underneath her while the officer struck her. The girl was then taken away in a police vehicle.
But do y'all think the cop should have been justified or not, or what?
It was not justified at all.
Everybody has their own.
According to authorities, officers were called to the Coral Square Mall Thursday about a group of unruly teens, issued a trespass warning.
They had called about an unruly teen at a mall. You know, they must have been like disturbing the peace or something. And they was probably asked to leave, and then the cop tried to arrest the teenager, a 14-year-old girl, and you see on video that the cop punching the girl's side repeatedly, and you heard somebody in the background saying, "Get off her," and all this stuff. Stop punching her. You gotta let her get her hands out. You know what I'm saying? And they try to justify it and say that the reason why the cop was punching her because he was trying to, you know, trying to get her to get her hands out from, you know, from her, I guess her side or something. And so they trying to say that she wasn't cooperating, so that's why the cop kept punching her and stuff. Tell me what y'all think about this. Do y'all think the cop should have been justified of repeatedly punching her? Do y'all think that's police procedure? Y'all probably didn't see the video, you know, like all the way. But in my eyes, it seems like the girl is not really resisting as much as the video might appear. Because she's down on the ground, face down on the ground. She's not threatening the cops or anything like that. You know, I don't know what y'all think about that and or nothing, but I think that to me, she don't really appear to be any threat or nothing like that. So and this story happened. They posted this October 21st, so this was a recent story. So they got this one story about a cop accused of excessive force and stuff like that. Well, we can't really go that deep into police brutality and misconduct and nothing like that, because if we do, then they'll be saying you're violating the terms of service, but we're not. This is news commentary purposes and educational purposes and stuff. I'm telling y'all what I think. I'm not just, playing a video, nothing like that. So yeah, I'm going to see what's going on in the chat because I don't know if anybody is in the chat or not. Maybe somebody is. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Alan D? Not much. What you been up to? Good morning. Oh yeah, that's true. Um, and some people should not have children anyway, right? Some people should just like uh not be parents. That's just straight up. Hello, Dana, kids. Appreciate you for coming in. Paint uh yeah, I totally agree with you, Alan, about that, about your last you know, comment. Yeah, just the sun is finna come up pretty soon, y'all, and it's gonna be much light in here, much brighter in here. So don't worry. Nobody's really in the chat, so that's why I stepped away from the chat for a while. But if more people get in the chat, then we can get this morning started and stuff all fresh. Hmm. See. Oh. I don't know how long I've been on here, guys. I think I've been on here an hour so far, you know, and only a few people then came in the chat since I've been on here. So let me do another news commentary story. I'll be right back. Hope more people come in the chat. Remember, I can't see the chat when I'm, showing y'all these videos and stuff like that, giving my commentary. So I hope y'all come in and have a good morning and stuff. And so let me see. It says the cop calls the outrage after manhandling a child rapper Little C. No, never heard of that little child in Cobb County, whatever that said. A little child rapper. Little C note. And everybody was outraged about it and stuff. 12-year-old 12-year-old rapper named Lil C Note. Let me see if I can.
Chase, where are you, Chase? He got his hands on me. We upstairs. Yeah, about to go to jail. You're gonna go to a youth detention center. You don't get off. He's not doing anything. He got his right. He's not even doing anything right now, sir. And I have his father on the phone, and you won't even speak to him. Yep. No. I know. Man, now, that's not. You put your hands on me again.
Man, that's crazy. Don't understand what's going on. A 12-year-old kid, I don't know exactly what started the complication, but he looks, he appears to be a little famous because he was on a Alan Degenerate show and stuff like that. It's crazy. Man, crazy world out there. I I didn't understand, what was going on or nothing in that situation, y'all. I didn't understand. Hold on. Yeah, Stewie is pretty much he's doing a bike ride and stuff. He's riding his bike. You know, he was in here earlier. He was in here at like 7:03. Yeah, that situation was kind of crazy. But nobody's in the chat, you know, really. So let me talk. Let me try to talk in the chat. I hope the daddy sued that cop that did all that because that was unnecessary, especially him, man handling a child like that. You know, they said the cop, I think, got fired or something like that for what he did. It was all caught on video, so it was not allegedly or nothing like that, or he she say or nothing like that. It was all caught on video, and I didn't see anything that the little fella did for the cop to act like that, you know. So yeah, it's crazy feeling, crazy feeling, because you know you would think the cop would handle the situation a little appropriate since it was a child. I could see if the child went buck wild or something like that, then I could see the cop being more aggressive with the team, but only when it's necessary and stuff like that. So, but other than that, I don't think the cop did anything like wrong, wrong. He might have just overreacted a little more when it comes to his profession and stuff. But other than other stuff, I don't really see nothing wrong. But who knows? Because I'm not the judge and nothing like that. So I really don't know. Yeah. So and since it's morning, since it's like almost 8 o'clock, y'all can see me a lot better because I raised the blinds up and y'all can see me well and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been people in here. Only like three people came in here to really say anything. Thank y'all, appreciate y'all. Because some people just like to watch and stuff like that. And that's fine. and Danny. But the beginning of this stream was about this woman abandoning this child, this 2-year-old, and leaving a 2-year-old boy on a stranger's doorstep. So, and all she did is just like ring the doorbell and knocked on the door one time and didn't even wait and see if anybody will open up the door or anything like that. Just left the child there. So I did, that story at the beginning when I started the stream. So if y'all want to rewind the stream, y'all can see that. So um, probably gonna get off her because there's nobody saying anything in the chat. So there's no point of staying on her. So hopefully we get more people on her. I was hoping to get more people to come on her. Every now and then it says 5 people, sometimes it says 6, sometimes it says 7. So I don't know if they're just, some people are just lurkers or what it is. But I know the real viewers will say something, will say at least hi and good morning and stuff. So yeah, let's try to find one more story and I'm wrapped up. This time wrapped up. So let's see. Think about doing a story either tomorrow or Tuesday about that Memphis pastor. Him and his wife got charged with credit card fraud and stuff like that. I'm thinking about, uh, but I'm going to do it right now because I might not, go live tomorrow, or I might not even go live Tuesday. Might just wait until Wednesday or Thursday. So I'm doing all my lives. I'm doing 2 more lives today. Doing one in the afternoon and one in the evening. So be sure to be there if y'all want to. Yeah, let me see. He stole I think 50,000 from the 77-year-old church member. That is very, very sad. Somebody supposed to be a pastor of the church, steal from church members.
Pastor Frederick Smith is accused of an ungodly crime, stealing from an elderly member of his church, New Life Holiness in Hickory Hill. Police say he asked the woman to be on the church's mother's board and needed her social security card, license, and utility bill.
I'll never give
Police
your
he used that info to open up
church
credit cards
that.
in her name and wrapped up a $50,000 bill.
Court
Documents state in 2015 the victim first alerted police about the bills, but didn't press charges since Smith vowed to pay her back. That apparently never happened. Smith is now charged with identity
Look at
theft,
him. He don't even look like a pastor.
He bonded out, and his first court appearance was set for Thursday morning at 9. Except he wasn't on time.
Look at him.
Instead, we saw Smith on
With his mug shot, y'all wouldn't even think that he's a pastor. But whenever y'all see him in church and stuff, y'all see him preaching about the godly gospel and stuff like that. But y'all wouldn't even think that he would do something like that because he's a pastor. But it's a lot of crooked pastors out there these days, you know, and even before, you know. So and we also hold the pastors accountable as well, not just the police department and the politicians, the pastors as well too, because you know they are set to higher standards too, especially when it comes to the church and stuff. So I'm gonna see what's popping in the chat. Hey, good morning, Aaliyah. How you doing? I was just doing some news commentary stories. I don't know if you're still in here, but I was doing a story on. First, I was doing a story on this woman accused of banning a 2-year-old and leaving a 2-year-old on the doorstep of a stranger, in which the mother told the woman she had thought the woman dropped the child, the little boy, off with his yeah. Oh, you was listening. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So, what are you gonna do this morning? Leah, you gonna go anywhere this morning? Doing anything? I'm glad that you came in. You know, I normally be asleep. I normally be asleep at this time. Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of people getting ready for church and uh, stuff. And well, I don't really go to church, but I used to go to church a lot. You know, when I was younger. I need to start going back to church. You know. but I don't haven't found no good church to go to around here. I live in a Hispanic community, so not too many you know really good churches that I can relate to around this area. So, well, I'm about to head on out since nobody is hardly in the chat to talk to. It would be nice if I had somebody in the chat to talk to. Yeah, it is, Leah. Because I was going to this one church. It was a big church, and it was like about 20 minutes, 30 minutes from my old apartment. And so I was going to that church for a while. And plus I was actually working at that church. I was like actually working in the kitchen area, kitchen help, and I was actually getting paid and stuff like that. And also I was a church member. I was setting up all the dinners that they have on Wednesdays, and sometimes when they had that whenever they had their turkey day, I would set all the tables and the silverwares and all that stuff, and mainly I helped prepare the meals, and then I washed the dishes. I was a dish man. Uh, it was a really good church. Hey, cousin board, how you doing? You know, what you been up to? You been feeling well? Been feeling okay, cousin board? Yeah, it was really nice. I worked there for almost 2 years, and then I went to the church for almost like 3 or 4 years, and then I forget what had happened, but uh, it was a it was one of those type of churches that they had a daycare there and everything, and it was a good little church. I mean, good big church. I mean, not good little church, but big church. And plus, when I was little, I went to this one church where they had a church bus come to my house and pick me up, and I went to that church from when I was 5 until all the way up to like I think 12, and that was one of my main churches that I went to when I was little, and from when I was a teenager. But I was gonna get off perm, but I don't really want to get off perm because it'd be hard to fall back asleep, and uh, like I said before, I try to lay down and everything, and laying down didn't really work and didn't help. So well, now I'm here. So yeah, turn. That's him. Yeah, now y'all can see me better. But yeah, I have been involved with a lot of churches in the past, and I went to churches out of town before. Never been to churches in like California, nothing like that, even though that I lived in California for a couple of years. And my older sister lives in California. She's born and raised in California. And I'm here in Oklahoma City, the old town. The old town, I call it the old town. You know, yeah, so have you got anything exciting at the Dollar Tree lately, Leah? Because I love watching your Dollar Tree hauls and stuff like that. I watch them all the time, and in your most recent video when you was talking about, you being blind, legally blind stuff. Yeah, that was pretty interesting to watch. Um, yeah, so is the church by your house, or is it like driving distance or walking distance? Because I was just wondering because a lot of the churches I went to was always, like had to drive there and stuff like that, or the the church bus would come and get me and my sisters to pretty much to go to church and stuff. But my other sister, she didn't want to go to church. She didn't even really like church. I was like, who does not like church? I love church. Just been trying to find the right time to go back. And I know people say, well, the right time is any time, but yeah, I've just been looking for a right church, but I will find one eventually, sometime in the future. But I already been saved and baptized and stuff like that from the church, from the big church I used to go to, and plus I used to work at for a few years. So, and I think I had a video of me being baptized. Uh, I think I have it online on Facebook or something like that. I don't know why I didn't put it on YouTube, but it's an old video. Uh, the one of the church people baptizing me and stuff. It was like in 2011. This was way before Jasmine, my daughter was born. This was like years before my daughter, Jasmine was born. But if y'all don't know this, I'm gonna have a 3-day Halloween live panel, and I'm gonna invite up to like 5 to 10 people on the panel. It's gonna be so fun. We're gonna be talking about spooky stories, and we're gonna be dressed up. And if some of y'all didn't see, some of y'all probably already saw me in the menu because I somehow don't get the money to afford to have some financial difficulties right now. This month's been really rough on me, but I'm probably gonna have to wear Dominion, even though I don't want to. I had to, but my daughter's gonna be Wonder Woman or for Halloween, and hopefully I get to see my daughter. You know, if I get to see my daughter on Halloween evening, that would be nice. I'll take pictures of her costume and show y'all and stuff like that. I do a little, you know, video slide or something like that. Photo show slide or something and post it on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be wearing on the 3-day Halloween live panel. So y'all see that eye, that big old eye right there. I wore that yesterday. Um, I'll take it off. Mm. Well, since nobody's in the chat, I can probably about to get off here. So have a good rest of y'all morning. Enjoy y'all morning. I'm gonna try to go back to bed, go back to sleep. And I will see y'all soon this afternoon in my second live stream. And then in the evening times, I'm gonna do another live stream and stuff. I'm not gonna do no cooking videos for a little while, but I will get back to the cooking videos soon. So I will see y'all later. Peace out. Have a good day, everybody.